Hi Group 1. Which should you choose? Working in the office or in the shop? You've got working in the office, you've got Three of Cups. Working in the shop, you've got the Strength. And advice is the Sun. Group 1. You're very good with people, so you can take whichever you want to take. You can work in the office and you can also work in the shop. And all groups got Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And we all got Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, Queen of Wands in reverse, and Seven of Cups in reverse, and Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Hermit. Oh wow, Death in reverse, and Queen of Pentacles. Right off the bat, I was gonna say Death, but I said Transformation. So I think, a lot of you have been already through a transformation in your career, and you did a lot of self-reflection around this. So I think, with the Seven of Cups in reverse, I think you just want a little bit of confirmation about your career and workplace. And some of you guys might be feeling a little bit tired about your work style, and I think most of you want to use your wisdom in your career and also want to gain some income, and you guys want to utilize your talents and skills. So you guys are very hardworking people. So for the office, you're good with people. I don't know if you want to do the leader in the office, but you're somebody who can give really good feedbacks and opinions in the office. And people like you. You're happy and friendly too. So definitely you can get along with people in the office. And for the shop, I think I would say, Group 1, although you do have abilities to be able to work both in the office and the shop, maybe shop is better because this is major arcana. And I think you could be a really good leader if you started working in the shop, because you're good with customers. Not only with your staffs, but your customers too. And if there's something you want to start related to shop, I think you should start it now. Maybe you want to work in the shop, or maybe you want to start a little like small online shop, or I don't know how you do it lately, maybe with Instagram, or I don't know. But yeah, if there's something you want to sell, I think you're good with it. I mean, go for it. That's what I would say. With the advice here, I mean, the Sun here. You, like, people love your childlike qualities, innocence, fondness, and curiosity, laughters, smiles, and also you're very discernment as well. Yeah, people love your smile. I mean, look at this. Like, hi, how are you guys doing? And people just love it. You're very friendly. As soon as you started talking to people, like, the atmosphere really changes. So, I think yeah, you should go for the shop, I think. Let me do some clarification and see more details because we're excited. Let's see. I mean, you must be a really nice person. Yeah, you're creative too with the red jasper here, and you're passionate too. Maybe you're good with like physical activity as well. Are you dancers or singers? You're definitely not somebody who just, stay at home. I don't think you're, yeah, I don't think you a writer. You're rather more like a dancer. But maybe you're good with cooking too, with the pumpkins and tomatoes here. Yeah, culinary too, restaurants. But this is about office, so yeah. Okay. Flower shop too. And maybe you're good with animals too. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. The Fool, the World in reverse, and Justice in reverse, and Page of Pentacles, and Four of Swords, and Ten of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. You're somebody who appreciates love over finances, financial success. You do still need some money, but that money is for you to sustain your family, not just for the greed. And you have been through some difficult situations in your workplace too, maybe injustice, maybe there are people who were not nice to you or were not nice to people, and maybe the company that you were working for was exploitive. I think you have seen a lot of people quitting, and now you want to free yourself. But you're not confident with money and talents now, I feel like. And with the Six of Cups, there's like your friendliness is probably coming from your grandma, your mom, somebody who was really close to you when you were childhood, when we were a child. So yeah, that's why you have this childhood, childlike quality within you still. Purity. So, working in the office, Three of Cups is clarified by Page of Cups, Page of Wands in reverse, and Five of Cups in reverse. You're very good with communication, that's for sure. But Page of Wands in here in reversal. I feel like you had some experiences being denied in the office, because even though you're so creative, okay? You're such a creative person and you have so many ideas in your mind, and you just, you're good with communication as well. So you do bring a lot of new ideas to the community. However, maybe some people didn't listen to it, or maybe they thought that it has to be something to do with business, or some ideas your ideas have to be about increasing the money flow or something like that. So maybe you didn't feel like you're appreciated in the past. Five of Cups reverse here. It's like you were sad because you felt like you were not heard, or maybe your creativity was not appreciated enough. But despite your, I think that was true, but despite how you feel now, people in an office really loved you. If that was the case, you're a really good person. It's rare fine, Yeah, people want to get along with you. And if you work in the shop, strength is clarified by the Temperance. Okay, Five of Wands, Nine of Swords. Definitely I would say go for the shop, because it brings you temperance. Maybe something to do with culinary too, or water, or nature, gardening shop, plants, flower shops. Interior design too, but it's more about exterior, I feel like. Working in the shop will bring you some sort of stableness to your emotions, I think, because that's the place you want to be. And also you want to feel the sunshine, so maybe you want to work in the garden. That could be the possibility too. Or maybe you want to work in the nature as well, maybe a shop near the nature. So that's good. And even though there's a conflict in the shop, maybe this could be about the customers, difficult customers. You're good with dealing with difficult customers. So I think you will know what to do when complicated situations happen. However, you have Nine of Swords here. There's some sort of experiences that you had back in the days that was very heartbreaking for you. Is this kind of becoming your trauma? But you know what, with the Temperance, I think maybe if some days or years have passed already, you can overcome this fear now, because this Nine of Swords cards, it talks about sleepless nights, but it also talks about the anxiety that creeps up in the middle of the night. So if you actually started working and with the Strength card, this lion represents sometimes weakness, weakness or fears. You're taming that fear. So once you start working and get used to it, I think even though you had difficult situations back in the days, I think you can conquer this. I think you can conquer this trauma or heartbreak now because you're mature now. You know how to control your emotions and others control others' emotions too. So don't worry too much. If you're thinking about working in a shop, I think you should definitely do that because you're good with people. You're good with it. So the advice here is the Sun is clarified by Six of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and Page of Swords. Okay, if you feel like working in the shop doesn't bring you a lot of money, I think it's saying that doubt that idea because there must be something more you can gain. Maybe some ideas that you want to gain, maybe you want to start a shop, yet like maybe you want to start your own shop in the future. Then that experience itself, it's going to bring you, it's going to be your, abundance, if you know what I mean, like your wisdom, so that you can start a new shop, right? I think you have a lot of worries. Yeah, with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse here, I think you're so worried about your finances, money. Working in the shop is not enough, and I'm not sure if I can use my talents or skills in the office. Not in the office. Oh, okay. So maybe you have those feelings for the office too. You're doubting yourself, I feel like. But you know what? Have some doubts about that ideas. I think your fears are pretty strong because two cards here, both in Pentacles and both in Universal. So maybe you really had a very difficult time with finances or difficult customers, or I don't know what exactly happened in your life, but there could be some times that you felt very inconfident related to your career. But don't worry, doubt that idea because you do have fresh ideas now. Like I said, you can conquer this because you're so mature now. Okay? So, basically, you're nice. People love you. People love your smile. People love your existence. So don't worry and choose whichever you want to choose. But I would recommend the shop. Okay? That's my reading for you. I hope it helped and I wish you good luck. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi, Group 2. Which should you choose? Working in the office or in the shop? Working in the office, you've got Ten of Cups in reverse, okay? Working in the shop, you've got Eight of Pentacles. Your advice is the Empress in reverse. You should work in the shop because you've got Eight of Pentacles here. I think you're good with hands, like handcrafts or hand skills. I think you do have some sort of skills with your hands and you're good with it. And with the office, Ten of Cups in reverse, I don't know if it's talking about the past situations, but I feel like you have some difficulties with people in the office. Maybe they're looking for some sort of different ideas or different dreams, and you're pursuing something different. The advice is the Empress in reverse. And this is a major arcana here. I want to see the clarification already here. And you got Six of Cups, so you do have some good qualities within you, and it's coming from the childhood memories, childhood influence. And with the combination here, you are somebody who can convey emotions and communication. I think you appreciate communication with people, but maybe in the office you felt like you can't do it. It's almost like a bunch of social climbers in the office that you used to work in. It's not like every office is like that, but yeah, I understand. I mean, I live in the city too, so I know that a lot of people are like that. So yeah, but it's not like every office is like that. It's just that I think you're more good with working in the shop. Are you good with making something, maybe sewing or DIY? Drawing on the plate. That's one of the message here. Okay. Empress is really... I feel like you don't want to work in the... how do I explain this? You know, social climbers kind of type of company that you don't want to work with. I think you're done with it. Like you're over it. Yeah. Glamorous type of, or luxurious type of companies and brands. I don't think you like that place anymore. I think you are very close to nature. Your sense of being is closer to nature now. Okay, so let's take a look at the details. Oh, Nine of Cups in reverse. Which card is in reversal? And Temperance. Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, Six of Swords. The Hierophant in reverse, and Page of Swords, and Seven of Swords, and then Hermit. What happened? What happened? You must had a very difficult time with your career in your workplace. Because there is somebody, it's not you, there's somebody, maybe a company was very manipulative or exploitive. They're always taking advantage on you, and you always had to kind of be careful of choosing your job, because there's always a bad guy here, like a huge bad guy who always take powers and energies from you but not paying much, and you just have to leave, you know, change your job time to time, and you're always like disappointed and wishing for the workplace that has more love, you know, healthy love. I think you know the potential here. You know the potential of yourself, that you're, like I said, you know, maybe you're good with gardening, you know, with your handcrafts. You're not satisfied, okay? Let's see. And Ten of Cups in the office, clarified by Three of Wands, okay? Nine of Wands and Six of Wands. Wands cards, meaning that I feel like you're very tired and exhausted in the previous workplace or in the office, because I think once you were working in an office, I feel like this is somebody, I feel like though, this is somebody who used to work in an office, or you have experiences working in the office, and you aimed for it, you know, you aim for a new business, good business, and I think you're very positive about it, and it was your adventure. However, what they gave you was exhaustion with Ten of Cups in reverse here. Like, people only talked about, I don't know, very shallow things, and like I said, maybe social climbings, or looking down on each other, not cooperating each other, not making effort to each other, and hence you had to work really very hard alone, and you didn't have any supports, and you're very exhausted, you're tired of it. And then Six of Wands here, some people, like Six of Wands represents good energies many times. However, with this combination here, I feel like some people who are good with using people get ahead in the office, and maybe that's how you experienced, you know, like I said, it's not like every office is like that, but maybe you used to work in an office where you know, only nasty bosses gets to be raised, or yeah, get promoted, or something like that. Or maybe this could talk about you know, maybe your boss was a child of the CEO, and just because of that, maybe this person was taking advantage on other, you know, employees or employers. Yeah, maybe. So I don't think you want to work in the office anymore. And the shop, Eight of Pentacles, is clarified by Justice. The World, Knight of Cups. Definitely choose the shop. Okay, because the Justice in the World and Knight of Cups, two major arcanas here. I wonder what's talking about. Okay, let me see. Definitely with the Knight of Cups. I think it has something to do with your creativity. Like I said, maybe you're good with hands, handcrafts and skills. And also you are somebody who appreciates communication. So you want to talk to people. And justice in the world. You're going to feel so much relieved working in the shop. And also, I think it's saying that with the little bit of advice here, I think it's saying that look for a shop that's meaningful to you, meaningful to the community, meaningful to the world, literally the world. So try not to work in the shop where people only appreciate luxury or people only appreciate expensive things, if you know what I mean. Because Eight of Pentacles talk about more tangible things, efforts, making efforts every day, little by little, step by step, but you're making something really important and precious with your hands. That's what this card is about. So if you working in the shop where people only look at luxury, then you're going to feel the same way as when you're working in an office. So try to choose your shop carefully if that's what you're thinking, and make sure that you read regulations of the shop. Justice card is about law, balance and rules. So yeah, try to visit the shop that you want to work for and see the atmosphere and also see the regulation here, because you don't want to work in the shop and feel like you're exhausted, right? You rather want to feel like you're creative now. You want to allow yourself to be more creative and communicative and have nice conversation with people. So yeah, try to look for a shop like that. In the Empress in reverse is your advice, and it's clarified by Two of Wands. Okay, Page of Wands in reverse and the Fool in reverse. Maybe you want to look for a company or a shop that's coming from a foreign country, maybe with different languages even. That's interesting. Different cultures. And something to do with hands as well. Again. Interior shop or crafts. And Page of Wands in reverse and Fool in reverse. And the Empress in reverse. Is there anybody or somebody who's telling you not to be stupid or not to be foolish for chasing your dream? I don't know. I have a feeling that there might be some external influence that's bothering you a little bit. Oh, maybe, I don't know, but maybe it's saying that don't listen to your mom. If that is the case, well, I cannot be irresponsible in this video, but you know what? If somebody is keep telling you that you cannot make it if you work in a shop, it's saying that that's not true. It's 2026. There must be a way, okay? There must be a way for you to raise your income and, really appreciate your workplace. So do your own research. I think it's saying, be grounded and do your own research by reading the regulations. I know it's going to be hard for you to read the regulation before you were employed, but maybe you could talk to your friends about this, right? And get some information. And simply just go visit the store that you want to work in and see the atmosphere, right? Also, if this is about different countries or cultures, don't be afraid to do so. If you're not, like, if you feel like, yeah, with Page of Wands in reverse, maybe you feel like you're not good with the language, or maybe you're not good with being accepted. That's if that's the, see, like, I'm having a difficult time talking. If that is the case, don't worry, it says the Fool in reverse. Be a little bit stupid, be a little bit foolish in that sense. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's your life, and you should enjoy your life, and you should enjoy your career. So yeah, that's what I have for you, and I hope it helped, and I wish you good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi, Group 3. Which should you choose, working in the office or in the shop? Working in the office, you've got Knight of Swords, okay. Working in the shop, you've got Three of Pentacles in reverse, okay. And the advice is King of Cups in reverse. You should choose the office because you're smart. Six of Cups was at the bottom of the deck, so you're somebody. It's interesting because you're smart and right now with the advice card, maybe you're feeling emotionally a little bit unstable because of your situation. However, you're somebody who are good with communication, exchanging emotions, and I think it's coming from your ancestors, and maybe it's your mom or grandma, somebody. You'll learn how to communicate with people when you're a child, so don't worry about the communication. And the office, Nine of Swords, you're a good thinker and you can click really fast, and maybe you're good with money as well. You're very logical too, and you want to make things so you want to move things so fast and quick. You're good with it. Maybe you're good with typing as well. Maybe a writer, articles, calculating as well. Yeah, you're a fighter. You're a fighter in the office. And for the shop, Three of Pentacles in reverse. I don't think you're gonna like it. I don't think you're gonna like it for some reason. Maybe working in the shop is not as exciting for you. Maybe you're somebody who wanna know the plan or the strong strategy when it comes to business. Yeah, maybe you like business rather than selling or to build a bonding with your customers. Yeah, definitely for the office. Advice is King of Cups in reverse. I wonder what this is about. So I'm gonna do some clarification here already. Are you afraid now? I wonder. Maybe it could be really quiet. Knight of Cups in reverse, okay. Oh, Two of Cups in reverse, and Hangman in reverse, and Ten of Cups, and Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Moon in reverse, and Five of Cups in reverse, and King of Swords. You're logical. Like I said, you're smart, okay? Maybe you have some degrees from university or something. I think you have difficulties, it's saying that you're good with communication, but you do have difficulties communicating, I feel like. Because you don't want to hurt anybody. You don't want to be disliked. You just want to make a harmony here, but it's a little bit different message coming through, that you don't really trust people. It's like you want to trust people, but you don't want to trust people anymore. Maybe you're influenced too much from the external influence, or maybe in a career. So the office, Knight of Swords, is clarified by Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh. Two of Wands in reverse, in the World in reverse. I mean, the combination of Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Battle here. Clarity. You're good with working in office, definitely. And I think maybe this could be about like a newsletter, Journalist, journalism as well. Not just calculating though. Yeah, because we're doing wands in the world here. I think you're very good at proving something, collecting evidence and collecting information as well, and putting things into words. And maybe you're good with giving a presentation as well. And you give people the clarity. It's almost like you're the map in the company. And you don't mind going traveling, like, business traveling as well. Same time, the world in reverse. And King of Cups in reverse too. Let's say, well, this is just one of the stories though. Let's say you're a journalist, or let's say we're working in a newsletter company, and you are good with, going to the business travel and see what's happening in the world, right? And then even though you feel like it's your mission to write about it, it's still hard for you emotionally to see how the world is now, because it's so difficult and it's so unfair. There are so many injustices happening right now, and you feel so feel bad or feel sorry, or because your emotions, you're human, you're a good human, so your emotions are swayed even though you feel like this is your mission, the kind of energy that I'm getting here. So I feel like you do believe in what you're doing or what you do in an office, but it could be a little bit, emotionally difficult. And maybe that's your struggle now. Okay, shop. 3 of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by the 3 of Swords. Okay, Ace of Wands in reverse and 4 of Wands in reverse. Maybe you have worked in the shop before and you didn't like it. Something happened, and there's a heartbreak here. Maybe you have very difficult or bad experiences before. 4 of Wands. I feel like it's gonna be fun for you to work in the shop, but it wasn't for you. Because you're smart and you wanted to use your logic rather than your physical strength. Well, it's not like every shop is like that, but maybe the shop that you worked for was like that, maybe, who I think good shops will appreciate your existence and appreciate your skills, because they do need some intellect in the office to be able to be successful, right? But maybe the shop that you used to work was not like that. Maybe they were looking for people who are physically very strong, or people really didn't care about the manner, something like that, So definitely try to find a job that you can use your intellect and smartness, because you're smart. Definitely logic is important here. Yeah. King of Cups is advice in reversal, and it's clarified by 4 of Swords in reverse and Page of Cups and 2 of Swords in reverse. Sleepless nights. Maybe you're not sleeping well because of your career. Page of Cups. It's like, I think it's saying that you're good with working in the office, but you should, or maybe you want to, incorporate more creativity or lightness to your career, because the things that you're doing is probably too heavy for you now. You need some sleep. Maybe your job is not letting you sleep, and maybe you feel like you're always rejected. Maybe even though you're smart, like definitely telling you're smart, okay? And even though you're smart and you have experiences as well, but you feel like you're denied all the time, rejected all the time. I don't know what's going on in the office, but I think people don't see the value of your work, I think what you're doing is really important, but people, I don't know if it's about disagreement or I don't know if it's about their ego. It doesn't say much about it, but you probably feel like you're rejected and you have to, like, maybe you feel like you have to work really hard, harder, even more, and it's giving you a sleepless nights. Maybe you cannot sleep well at night and you're probably thinking like, well, you know what, maybe I should change my career. And you know what, you can change your workplace, or maybe you can change your department, but I would say with my reading today, stick with the office work because you're good at it. It's just that you need some creativity or lightness or funness and laughters and a little bit of fun things in the office. That's what you need. So if you're thinking about changing your career, then I don't know. If you're a journalist, I don't know if it's possible, but maybe you should look for another publisher, right? Maybe you want to look for a publisher that would publish books more rather than newspapers or newsletters. I don't know about the field, so but that's how I feel, if you know what I mean. And if you want to change a department, then definitely you can. But I would say stick to the office work because you should use your intellect, because you're somebody who can use your intellect and your clarity. You're good with collecting information. You're good at debating as well. Yeah, so be confident. Okay? That's my reading for you. I hope it helped and I wish you good luck and I'll see you soon. Bye.